What's going on, gangsters? Welcome to a brand new YouTube video, the second YouTube video of the Rhino Rugby Academy series. I just filmed a reel for this, but I wanted to share it with you guys as well. Today was our first day really training hard in the gym and also on the pitch, and we had to talk about nutrition, so I figured I would share all of the supplements that I brought with me. And yes, I brought a full carry-on worth of supplements. What can I say? I'm a gym rat. Starting off, every morning, strong greens, strong reds. I've been doing this for years now, keeps me regular, helps kind of jumpstart my morning, makes me feel good. But of course, I have to put like half a scoop of Crystal Light in there to make it taste better. Next up, every day, 5 grams or 1 scoop of creatine. I've been doing that since college. My pre-workout or caffeine options are BPN In Focus. Watermelon passion fruit is my favorite flavor. And then I have, I have Podium Hard Work Pays Off Orange Dream Pop. Not my favorite flavor, but this pre-workout has a little less caffeine than your traditional pre-workout, but with all the other benefits of like magnesium, sodium, potassium, L-citrulline, beta-alanine, and L-tyrosine. So this is a good one to have. I like it. Moving on, sticking with the theme of hydration, I have this massive bag of Prime electrolyte packets, strawberry watermelon, blue raspberry, and Ice Pop. Ice Pop is my favorite. And a baggie of Hard Work Pays Off Salt Plus Electrolytes. I think it's black raspberry flavor. Really tasty. Before and during all of my rugby games, I drink G1M Sport. It's just a liquid carb source with some electrolytes in it. I haven't had to open it yet because we haven't played any games, and I really try to reserve that for when I need it. I have a baggie of salt and honey packets, as well as a few goos. I just think it's super handy to have readily accessible carbs and electrolytes on you for when you're feeling down in a hard training session or you need a little pick-me-up during game. Those are my go-tos. Snacks. This bag of pure protein bars, chocolate deluxe and chocolate peanut butter. They come in handy for really long training days or days when we have a lot of sessions. Peak sleep, 1 scoop every night, helps me sleep. And I think that's super important when you're in an environment like this, where basically I'm just here to train, so I want to make sure I'm getting the most out of it. At night, I also take magnesium and fish oil. Last, but certainly not least, is protein. 1 full tub of BPN vanilla protein, and then in this are 3 baggies of Podium protein. That wasn't enough to bring the whole tubs. Rhinos does provide us 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the food is really good. This is just something that I've been doing for years, and it's nice to have the option of having a protein shake after my workout, or a protein bar, or even at night if I'm craving a little snack, I can have one of those too. And then again, it might seem like a lot, but to me it's just part of my routine, and it's habit. So those are all the supplements I brought. And my toe spacers. Those aren't supplements, but I brought those too. Actually, while we're at it, let's talk about weight and what the plan is here. So before I left, Zoe and I took before pictures, and the first day I got here on the part of the onboarding process was doing height and weight and something called in body, which is just think of like a scale that you step on that gives you your body fat percentage. It's kind of what InBody does. You step on it, you put your hands on these handles, and it reads it. It sends like electrodes through your body. Not the most accurate way, but just like anything, if you are consistent with it, it's a good way to track. See if we're trending in the direction that we want to. I weighed in at 166.4 pounds. My skeletal muscle mass was 72.3, and my body fat percentage was 23.1. Instead of tracking the body fat, they have us take our muscle mass divided by our weight times by 100, and that gives us like our percent muscle mass versus how much of like it is in pounds. I believe I was at 44.3 or something like that. Anywho, every Monday we weigh ourselves and do InBody for our purposes and their purposes. On the first day, we sit with the strength coach, who also helps with nutrition, and talk about goals. And I'm going to be honest, because I don't think it was an in-depth enough conversation, and something that I want to do with this series is give my honest review of this program. I'm not just going to say it's great if there's ways that it could improve. So he asked me like my thoughts about my weight. I'm really comfortable at this weight. In the past, if I've gone any lower, I usually lose my period, and I used to be okay with that. I'm not really okay with that anymore. I've matured and realized that's not healthy. So while my body fat it's not even high, it's like normal, I would like to see it go down. Or, yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool if it went down just like a little bit, like maybe around like 20. So I told him that, and then he gave me these macros to hit without really giving me any insight into how many calories, what the actual like breakdown of carbs, fats, and protein are. I feel pretty lucky because I have a strength and conditioning and nutrition background, so I'm able to put two and two together, and it just, that part kind of irked me. Yeah, I'll probably get into that more. Today, I weighed in at 163.7 pounds. If you're keeping track, that's almost a 3-pound difference in a week. A lot can go into that. The fact that I had breakfast last week before doing this, and I didn't have breakfast this week, that's easily could affect that. My muscle mass was the same, and my body fat is now 22.2% versus the 23.1. One of the reasons I don't really like that is if you're only doing it once a week, the day that you do it, you might have a spike, especially doing it after the weekend. And that's one of the reasons why they do it on Mondays. They want to keep us honest over the weekend, which I get. It just, something about it just seems off to me. People are literally afraid to eat out of their assigned macros. And it's bro, this was before we did any strength testing, any fitness testing, and it's you don't even know if my body fat is a limiting factor. So I feel like they could improve that. I feel like that could change. As someone who previously has dealt with disordered eating, doesn't sit right with me. Good morning. Sticking with the theme of nutrition, let's do a full day of eating. It's been a week. I'm gotten into a routine by now, pretty consistent. I slept so bad last night. This is the first night that I've slept bad. Just not ideal. Pro tip, if you're gonna use electrolytes and put it in your reds and greens, a creatine scoop is actually very convenient. You just cut it so it can fit into a little container like this, and I do half a scoop. If more girls come and I get roommates, I might have to like move this party downstairs, because there's no way I'm making a drink in here, shaking that when people are asleep. Now that that's rinsed out, I will make my little electrolyte pre-workout, just caffeine concoction. We have a speed session today on the field, so I don't think that I'm gonna need like pre-workout per se, so I'm gonna go with In Focus. What flavor do we want today? Let's do the watermelon. Oh, I almost forgot. Creatine. You can't forget the creatine. I'm also going to bring a scoop of protein for after our afternoon workout. And I'll probably have a pear or banana, but I'm really craving a pear. I'm so happy none of this got confiscated while I was traveling. I'm not going to put any water in there because we have milk at the facility. And if I have the opportunity to drink some milk, I'm going to drink some milk. First meal of the day was Miss Maggie's overnight oats, peanut butter banana with some chocolate chips in there, and there is protein in there. Don't be fooled. For lunch, I had this delicious chicken and rice bowl with pickled onions and pickled cucumbers with some feta cheese on there and 2 hard-boiled egg whites. I did have that protein shake and pear for my post-workout snack. For dinner, sweet potato and steak. That was my full day of eating. I am still kind of hungry, so I might have one of those protein bars, but you'll never know. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because the next video is probably going to be a game day video.